give Norman a role in Saboteur, which, by the way, Norman had moved back to New York and then landed that his first picture. But if he'd stayed in Los Angeles, he was part of the Mercury Theater crowd that came out to Los Angeles with Orson Welles. There's an excellent chance that Norman would have been in Citizen Kane if he'd stayed in L.A. So instead of working for Welles in L.A., he went back to New York and worked with Hitchcock. It was going to work out either way for Norman. Norman, is a guy who, in the middle of a conversation, first, his memory is amazing, and he'll be talking to you about a lunch he had with Bertolt Brecht and Charlie Chaplin in 1944. Then he'll get irritated because he can't remember the name of the restaurant, and you're like, Norman, the restaurant's been closed for 60 years. You're missing the point. Back to Chaplin and Bertolt Brecht.
Well, that's why he's so cognitively together as a centenarian. Clearly, he's exercising that memory constantly. Also to be screened, Babyface from 1933. That's a pre-Hays Code film, isn't it, Ben?
Yeah, that's right. That's one of the best pre-code films. The production code had been around for about 4 years, but it didn't start flexing its muscle until 1934. So these movies, these sound movies, like between 1930 and 1934, are far racier than most people expect from Hollywood studio films. Man and woman might actually sleep in the same bed. Crazy stuff like that. Women were frequently far more empowered in these early movies than they were in the sort of domestic roles that they were so often reduced to in so many pictures for the next 50 years. So Babyface with the great Barbara Stanwyck is one of those movies, a woman who literally sleeps her way to the top of a bank. But she is the driver of this. These are her decisions. She destroys essentially the men who she comes into contact with. These are her choices, her power. And it's a terrific, terrific movie where you can, by the way, catch one of her conquests is a young John Wayne.
That's right. I'd forgotten about that. It's such a great performance Stanwyck gives in Babyface. That's at 9:15 on Sunday night, the final night of the special home edition of the TCM Classic Film Festival 2020 for East Coast feed. That's 12:15 a.m. Appropriately late for Babyface. It's funny, I caught Norman Lloyd with a performance, and I've forgotten. It was a noir film, pre-code, where, and I can't remember Lloyd's character, but someone actually flipped someone off in the film. I thought definitely pre-Hays Code to see that.
Totally. If that happened in a movie.
Yeah. It was on TCM, actually. That's so funny. We're talking with Ben Mankiewicz, who's, of course, hosts Turner Classic Movies, and Dave Karger, fellow host Turner Classic Movies and special correspondent for IMDb, the Internet Movie Database. We were talking earlier about Orson Welles, Mercury Theater, and Magnificent Amberson sometimes gets a bit overlooked in the shadow of Citizen Kane, but Ben, important, of course, to talk about Amberson's just a gem of a film.
Yeah, it's quite good. It holds up really well, and of course, we've lost Welles's cut of it, which was longer. When he was out of the country, it was chopped up by the studio. But that said, it's still quite good. And joining us Saturday night for both Casablanca, I think at 8 o'clock Eastern, so 5 out here, and then followed by Ambersons, is Peter Bogdanovich, the wonderful director, who, by the way, going back to King Vidor, once called me to show you just how even deeply knowledgeable film fans discover something. He saw the King Vidor film The Crowd on TCM and called just to say that he hadn't seen it and he was blown away. So, but Peter will join us, and nobody can talk about Orson Welles quite like Peter Bogdanovich. Welles lived with Peter and Sybil Shepherd for 3 years, off and on for 3 years, during which their friendship blossomed and then fell apart. And Peter also shares his thoughts on Casablanca, which are wonderfully funny. And our first ever TCM podcast is called The Plot Thickens. I'm still Peter Bogdanovich.
Okay, let's see our time. We have about a minute. All right, so I see Jim is here and Cecilia, welcome. Thank you for being here. I hope you're doing well and adjusting to the weather getting warmer. Okay, so we're going to get started. And we're going to do a bit of a physical set. I hope you can hear me okay. We're going to do a set. The title of it is To Withstand the Pressure of Time. Hi, I see you. And hello, Jim. Hello, Cecilia. So it's a bit physical. And before we get started, I want to make sure, because it's very important for all of us to stay hydrated. So we're going to be doing some shaking today, some moving in our bodies to kind of shake up the energy. And I've discovered for myself that this can be really powerful, really good. So we're going to be doing that for a while, and then we'll be kind of challenging. We'll be going through some moves that'll almost feel like exercise moves. And then we'll lie down and do Shavasana, and then we're going to meditate. We'll see how our time goes. Yeah, so the name of this Kriya is To Withstand the Pressure of Time, and this is just to help us with stress, helping our nervous system. So as usual, do the best you can. We'll do a lot of warm-ups. Now, I know on some Zooms, there's the ability to chat where you can type things in. Let me see. Okay. At the bottom of my screen, do you guys see at the bottom of your Zoom screen, it says chat? Do you have that ability? It looks like a little bubble. And so I'm going to type something in. And if you do, I invite you as needed. You can unmute yourselves if you have a question, or you can type something into the chat. If you, okay, great. Okay, cool. And Jim, I know that you don't have, and it's not, any, I know you don't have the camera, but if you feel free also, sometimes people have texted, so I'll have that open as well. All right, so we're gonna come sitting into easy pose, with a tall, straight spine. And we're gonna close our eyes, bringing the chin slightly inward, relax your face, and just focus on your breath. Relax your shoulders down and back. Relax your jaw. Relax your tongue. And let this breath come in and out of your nose, slowly and deeply. And notice, imagine that you're bringing this breath into your heart space. Just visualizing that and noticing how easy or difficult it is. Sometimes we can hold, energy in our bodies in certain places, and for whatever reason, the breath doesn't easily go there. And sometimes it's because we might be holding on to emotion. We may not always want to admit that. And it's important to kind of just
break up this energy, allow the breath to go there, even if it's tight. And now imagining the breath, allowing it to travel down into your abdomen, your solar plexus, right above your belly button. Okay, cool. So you both found the chat. Wonderful. And noticing what this area is, or easy if it flows into the solar plexus. Sometimes we can know if it's tight if we don't want to really do the exercise, if it's uncomfortable. But I've noticed as we sit and allow the breath to go to these places, it can open up. Now we're going to send the breath down into the lower belly, right below the navel. Noticing how we feel in that part of our body. And finally, sending the breath, visualizing the breath, even if it doesn't go that far, but visualizing the breath into the pelvic area, our root chakra. And right now, this area might be very blocked, because for a lot of us, our feeling of safety, our structures that we've known to be there before this virus hit, you know, this might be, so this is an area that can hold a lot of fear when we're not feeling safe. And so it's just important to check out. I want you to imagine breathing all the way into the lower spine, the whole pelvic area, and just noticing how you feel, what's blocked, you know, if you know, and you'll know because your mind might start to travel and say, well, you know, it's not easy, I'm feeling tight, it's hard to focus. And just stay with it and try to notice in your body where it was easy and where it was difficult. And so today we're going to work to kind of break up some of that energy. And the reason we want to do that is it's going to help us have greater relaxation, help us feel more peace, help us feel better. So we're going to close our eyes again, and we're going to roll. You're doing great. We're going to roll the eyes upward and inward at the third eye point, and we're going to relax our jaw, relax your forehead. Try to really relax your face. Roll the eyes upward and inward. Notice your shoulders, bringing them back and down, but relaxed. Sitting tall. We're going to take our hands and begin to rub them. And we're going to get ready to tune in. So press the hands together, thumbs into the sternum. Arms are parallel to the floor, keeping the eyes rolled up and inward. We're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold the breath. Exhale. Inhale to the base of the spine. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. And on this next inhale, we'll tune in with Om Namo Gurudev Namo. I bow to the divine teacher inside myself. And we'll chant it 3 times. So take a deep breath in to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deeply. Draw the energy up to the top of the crown. Exhale. And inhale deeply and find your intention for today's practice, whatever it was that brought you to decide to do yoga. Hold it in your heart. Exhale. Inhale deeply. And solidify your intention. Visualize it, beam it out. And exhale. And we'll do some warm-ups now. We're going to take our hands onto our knees, and we'll begin today with the Sufi grind, making a nice big circle with the lower back. Inhaling as we come forward. Exhale as we move back. Breathing deeply through the nose. Nice big circle. Take your time. And just picking your direction. Keeping the eyes closed. Focusing inward. Nice and slow with the breath. Even if one is not anxious, aiming for even deeper peace, calm, nice and slow. Feel every part of the lower back that you move. Really breathe into that lower back, the sacrum, the hips. Take your time. Exhaling the tension as you move back. Inhaling deeply as you come forward. Nice big circle. A little bit more. And take a deep breath in and come center. Hold the breath. Exhale. And begin moving the opposite direction. So if you move to the right, make your circle to the left. If you move to the left, make your circle to the right. So going the opposite direction. Inhaling as you come forward. Exhale as you move back. Keep your eyes closed. Nice big breath. Breathing through the nose. Really scanning your body for how it feels. Slow the body down. Good. Deeper breath. Take your time. Send the breath down. Slow the body down. Almost there. And take a deep breath in. Bring the spine straight and tall. Exhale and relax. We're going to take our hands onto our shoulders. 4 fingers in the front, thumbs in the back. Oh, yay, good, awesome. We're gonna take our fingers in the front, thumbs in the back. Inhale, twist, of course, to our left. Exhale, right. Paying attention to your range of motion. Noticing what your body's doing today. What's going on? What's your body trying to tell you? You know, maybe it'll tell you what you gave me for lunch. You know, don't do that again. Or it's going to tell you we should get more sleep. And just, you know, tune into your body. We're going to use this time together to see how our bodies are doing. Inhale left, exhale right. Relax your face and close your eyes. And remembering to use your breath to really utilize where you feel blocked. You don't have to tell anybody where you feel blocked. You know, if it's in your throat today, your chest, you know, wherever you're feeling that you can't, whatever's stopping you from being able to breathe deeply. We want to use our breath and our movement to help break up any stuck energy. Good. Inhaling left, exhale right. Nice. Cool, I like your chat. And let's slowly come back to center. Keep the hands on the shoulders. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale and relax. Relax your shoulders. And we're going to do some shoulder squeezes. We're going to inhale, squeeze the shoulders up. to the ears. Feel the muscles in the back activated. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Squeeze. Close your eyes. Breathing through the nose. Deep breath. Go. Beautiful. Keep going. Deep breath. Take a deep breath in. Squeeze the shoulders up. Hold. Exhale. Beautiful. We're going to take our hands onto our shins, and we're going to inhale forward, exhale back, spinal flex. We're going to keep our chin parallel to the floor if we can help it, and just stretching the back a little bit. Inhale forward through the nose, exhale back. And we'll close our eyes. Breathe deeply. Really stretching open our chest. If your shoulders are very tight today, also, really bringing that heart center forward, noticing what that does also to the torso. Maybe we're tight, maybe not, but just keep with the exercise, with the breath. Focusing on your spine. Beautiful. If you're ready, you can move a little faster. If not, that's okay. Take it at your pace. And take a deep breath in, bring the spine straight. Exhale, relax. We're going to do 2 more warm-ups, and then we'll start our yoga set. So let's take a moment and stretch our legs out if you're sitting on the floor. Separate the feet to a comfortable distance. And we'll stretch the back of our legs. So we're going to inhale the arms up and then turn slowly to one side. Exhale, down, reach. Inhale up slowly. Exhale down to the opposite side. Inhale up, stretch. And then just play around with your feet in terms of how wide or how close. We don't want to overstretch, but just get enough of a stretch so you feel it in the back of your leg. Inhale up, exhale down. And just feel free to take it slow. Remembering to breathe. Inhale up, exhale down. And paying attention to where we feel tight with curiosity. What's going on? Very nice. Inhale up slowly, reach. And exhale and relax. We're going to come sitting back into easy pose for our final warm-up, which is the ego eradicator. We're going to bring our arms up to 60 degrees, curling the fingers in as usual, doing breath of fire. If one is not on, as a woman, not on your moon cycle, then, you know, if you're on your moon cycle or pregnant, do long, deep breathing. We're going to close our eyes, sitting tall, and breath of fire through the nose. Here we go. Keep those arms up and straight, strong. Here we go, and begin. Keep noticing your spine, that it's tall. You'll know if you start to feel like your chest is caving inward, we want to pull that back. If you notice you're starting to look down, bring your head up a little bit. We want the energy to be able to flow up and down the spine, even if our backs don't feel that strong. We're going to get stronger. We're going to keep our face relaxed. Keep going. Keep pulling those arms up. Good. Almost there. Feel that in the shoulders. And we're going to take a deep breath in, bring the thumb tips overhead, open the fingers wide, stretch up. Exhale and release the arms slowly down and rest. All right, grab some water if you need it. Sometimes we're resistant to drinking water, but it can be nice if you have it around, especially with the weather getting warm, but no pressure. You can drink it later if you want. So we're going to start our Kriya. So this first part, we're going to go for 5 minutes. And we're going to be sitting in easy pose. That's our goal. You know, if it gets too tedious, just bring your legs out and stretch them out. But we're going to be shaking the upper part of the body. So we're going to have our arms up, and we're basically going to be doing this movement. And you want to shake it, you know, just explore, and really kind of also the head. Don't worry how you look. You want to just move. This is an opportunity, you know, if you've got that stuck energy in your neck, a lot of times people do, in their shoulders, back. We're going to try and just kind of shake, okay? Eyes are closed. And do you guys have any questions? I'll check. Looks good. I think you guys have the idea. I'm going to get the music ready. I enjoyed this music I'm about to play for you. I heard it last summer solstice, last June, and I thought it was so, you know, interesting. Hopefully it's a good beat. We'll try it out and you can let me know. So hold on one moment. All right. So we're going to shake for about 5 minutes. It's a little slow beat, but I liked it. Go ahead and start. Shake the upper body. And you want to just move. That's the idea. There's no right or wrong, but do move your neck a little bit, just like a dance. So I can get it louder. You want to shake up the energy. Allow yourself to feel free. Move the shoulders. Those shoulders get so tight. And a lot of people end up with like shoulder issues. So sometimes. But we're not, because we're yogis. We're going to try not to be. Move the energy. Don't forget that neck. Gently roll it. We're not going to flop it, but just gently allow it to be free. And allow yourself to feel expressed. See what it's like to roll from the lower back. And allow yourself to sweat. Woo. Allow it to get loose, loose, shake, shake, shake. Shake it. Shake the shoulders, the arms. Allow the head to relax. Like a rag doll. Good. Keep the shoulders. Roll the back. Shake it. And smooth the head. Awesome, you're almost there. Over halfway there. And just explore, get your movement. Good. Notice what's possible in your head. What's in your heart space? What's in your mind space today? What's troubling you? And just notice that. And notice that from day to day our worries change. They're going to stay the same. But what we might worry about today might not be our worry next week. It could be. And just keep moving. We're going to go another minute. Take it all out. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, loosen it. Loosen. Shake, shake, shake. Release. Shake. Let it be like a massage for your body. Awesome. And take a deep breath. Come center. Exhale. Beautiful. Good work. We're going to come up to standing, and I'm going to show you first. You can join me now if you'd like. I'm going to move this back a little bit. And we're going to shake our body. So we want to shake now from our hips down, and you want to just kind of shake your hands, and you want to shake your legs and your hands this time, and you can just pump the arms back and forth and just shake, really shake them out, okay? We're going to do this for about 3 minutes. So the other part was 5 minutes. This one is 3 minutes. And hold on 1 second, get you some faster music. All right, here we go. So standing up and shake down. So we want to see if we can shake out, you know, there can be a lot in the arms and legs because they attach, of course, to our body. So, shake it down. So what you want to do is shake, like you're shaking out your tension. You're trying to get rid of it. Like imagine that you're stuck on you. Like imagine you have something yucky stuck on you, and you're trying to get it off of you. So think of it that way. Shake out the tension. Shake out the frustration, the hurt. With your feet. Move it, shake. Yeah. I like thinking about it that way, like if you were trying to shake out, you know, sand or whatever your imagination shows you. Shake your feet. And so we're staying in one place, just moving in place. If you want to move around, you can. Shake it out. You don't have to hold it. You're shaking out dirt. Shake more. There's no right or wrong, but you do want to try to move fast. So really move those hands, move the legs, shake it out. Good, you're doing great. More. So, keep going, go still. All right, slowing yourself down now. I'm going to bring the video back a little bit. If you're noticing your heart rate got intensified or your breath, take a moment, just step side to side a little bit. Slowing your body down, rest. And as you're ready, when you're ready, I want you to come sitting into easy pose, back onto the floor. Beautiful. So you might have worked up a sweat. That's good. If you didn't, that's okay too. We're going to sit in easy pose. And this posture, if we can do it powerfully, it's going to help us with our shoulders. So if you're somebody who tends to have tight shoulders, this will help release them. It's not the most comfortable posture, I don't think, but we'll try it and we'll do it for a few minutes. So what it is we're going to take our hands and just have them, not like Sat Kriya, but just palms together up above the head, straight up above the head. And that's the tricky part. We might feel, kind of tight in here, and that's okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to keep our elbows as straight as we can, and we're just going to turn side to side. Now, there's no indication that we must do it a certain way with the breath, but you're welcome. If it's helpful for you, you can inhale what's very typical in Kundalini Yoga, inhale left, exhale right. But our goal here is just to really move, okay? So we're going to bring our arms up, and so you want to move powerfully, which would mean to move fast, okay? Side to side, and you want to really keep those elbows straight. You're going to feel a pull in your shoulders, your back. And do either of you have questions? No, okay, good, awesome. All right, cool. All right, let's give it a shot. And begin. Moving fast, palms are together up above the head. Fast, fast. Good, strong, strong. Eyes are closed if you can help it. Keep that back straight. Keep pulling up the shoulders. They might start to fall like that. So try to keep them up. And if you want to, you can inhale left or right. You don't have to. Just don't hold your breath. Beautiful. Let yourself sweat. Good. You're doing great. We're going to try together to keep our elbows straight. Good. Nice. We're going to try to really keep those shoulders really straight up, the hands right above the head if our bodies allow it. Sometimes we are pretty tight, all of us. Don't forget to breathe. The other alternative is just to breathe where you need to. Let it be natural and slow. Notice your spine. How is it? How's your posture? And take a deep breath in, come to center, hold the breath, exhale, release the arms, and rest. We're going to go now through kind of a physical part. It'll almost feel a little bit like at the gym, kind of some strengthening. And this will be good because we do want to have strong bodies, of course. Keep working at that. So this first exercise, I'm going to push this back a little bit. I think you'll be able to see well. We're going to come onto our hands and knees. The hands are below the shoulders, the knees below the hips. And what we're going to aim to do is we're going to take our left leg back first. And we're going to do a push-up where we bring slowly our forehead to the floor and come back up. And then slowly to the floor and come back up, okay? So you'll bend your elbows and then you want to just kind of aim to bring the forehead down. We're going to do 10 on each side. We're going to start with our left leg back first, okay? So I'm going to do them with you and I'll watch you as well. If this is too difficult, like you discover that, you know, you have something going on with your neck or your legs, you can just kind of go just a little bit. You don't have to go all the way. We do want to move slowly. So here we go. Let me just check. Okay. All right. And you're welcome to put a pillow there if you have it, if that's helpful. And here we go. We're going to bring that left leg back. And I'm going to count, and here we go. Here's 1, and come up. 2, slowly come up. 3, come up. 4, come up. 5, come up. 6, slowly come up. 7, come up. 8, come up. 9, come up. 10, and come up. And return the knee to your mat. You can come into child's pose if you like for a moment and rest. Catch your breath. And we're going to do it now on the opposite side. So we're going to come back up. And this time, we'll bring our right leg straight behind us. And we're going to do the same thing for 10. And slowly bring the forehead down, come up, down, and come up. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Coming up, and now coming into child's pose and rest. And relax. Separating the knees a little bit. Beautiful. Allowing the breath to relax. We're going to slowly, I'd like us to slowly come up onto our heels, on your knees. If this is too uncomfortable, I forgot to mention, you can place a blanket or something soft for your knees. Because the shins, I know, can be quite sensitive. And this is going to be challenging, of course, because we want to be challenged so we can get stronger. We're going to do this next exercise for 10. We're going to take our hands onto our lower back, kind of where our kidneys are, right above the hips, fingers pointed down, and slowly drop the head back, stretch, and come up. And we'll do this for 10. All right, so you want to keep your legs straight. It's going to be a stretch in your quads, your hips, your, wherever you need it. So hands on the back, and we'll go back and come up for 1, 2, 3, 4, feel it in the upper back, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. and relax. And I'd like you now to come onto the floor. We're going to come onto our backs. And we're going to hug our knees into our chest. And just rest for a moment. And we're going to do an exercise on our backs. And go ahead, come sitting up, and you can actually come up for a moment and just watch, just so you see. So we're going to do, it's going to be kind of a movement of 3. We're on our backs. You can place your hands on your lower back. Knees are into the chest. We're going to bring the legs straight out, our favorite, maybe, and then we're going to lift it up to 90 degrees. And then knees into the chest. So it's going to look like this. And the legs are together. We're going to do 10. So hands are underneath your sacrum, your hips. It starts with knees into the chest, then about 6 inches off the ground, and then up to 90. Knees into the chest, 6 inches off the ground, and up to 90, okay? So I'm going to count. We'll do 10. And here we go. Out, up, and in. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring your knees into your chest and relax. Bring your legs out, and we'll do one more exercise before we go into Shavasana. We're going to do 5 of these. What we're going to do, we're on our backs, and we're going to bring our the right hand onto our heart center, and then the left hand on top. Feeling our own heart. And then what we're going to do is we're going to slowly, we're going to push our hips into the floor, and we're going to lift our bodies up, and then come forward, head towards the knees. So come up, if it's not clear, you can watch. So go ahead and come up for a moment. And just in case, I want to make sure you have the visual. So right hand on the heart, then the left, and then you're going to push yourself up, and then come up towards the knees, and then come back down slowly. And we're going to do 5 of these. All right? No particular breath, but if you want to inhale coming up, exhale down, whatever is comfortable for you. The important thing is to keep our breath going. We don't want to hold our breath. So here we go. We're going to count and come up in your own time, and then bring your head forward towards your knees, and then slowly back down. There's 1. And come forward and back down. That's 2. Pull yourself up, keeping the hands on the heart. Come forward and back down. That's 3. Come forward. Nice and slow. And back down. for 4. And our last one, coming up, forward, very slowly, and back down. Wow, you did great. You really did. So good. And just really, we're going to rest on the mat. If your heart is pounding, feel that. And just relax your breath. We're going to get ready now for Shavasana. So come into corpse pose or into a position that is comfortable for you. And our goal now is just to relax. Gonna just really relax, find calm. You did it. And just close your eyes. Bring your arms to the side. Assess your body. Maybe shift your body a little bit. Notice what's feeling activated. Closing your eyes. And just relax. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Begin to wiggle your fingers and begin to wiggle your toes. Begin to make small circles with your wrists and small circles with your ankles, circling them one direction and in the opposite direction. Begin to rub your hands together and pick your feet off the floor. Rub the soles of your feet together. Bring your arms, staying on the mat, bring your arms up above your head and your feet out long. And stretch from the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes. Just a gentle stretch. Bring your right knee into your chest. Keep your left leg straight. And take your bent right knee with your left hand. Guide it into a cat stretch. Bring it over to the left side. Look towards your right and extend your right arm out onto the floor. And just try to relax. Slowly come back to center. Bring the right leg straight. Bend the left knee into the chest. Take your bent left knee with your right hand and slowly guide it to the right side. Then look towards your left. Extend your left arm out onto the floor and hold. Slowly come back to center. Hug both knees into your chest and begin to rock from left to right. And then rock from the base of the spine up to the top, gently up and down a few times. Take your time. And as you're ready, come sitting into easy pose. I'm going to bring my lights back on. And we're going to do a meditation, one of the most powerful meditations in Kundalini Yoga. Ooh, it's exciting. The name of this meditation is the Sudarshan Chakra Kriya. And it's very, very good for breaking, it's like very clearing for just break down the fear, break down whatever's not working in the personality. It has that potential for us. And I've done this Kriya before in my own practice, and this week I got introduced again because somebody I know posted on Facebook. I guess they did this Kriya for 1,000 days, and I'm just in awe. And they have a 7-day challenge to do this. So if you're on Facebook and you like this challenge, if you like this Kriya, you can actually join it with a bunch of other people. So I'm going to teach it to you. And we'll do however much time we can do. So anyhow, I'm going to get closer. We're going to sit with a tall, straight spine. And it's beautiful. It's a great meditation. There are a couple different parts. Our mantra for this meditation is simply Waheguru. So it's a beautiful mantra because it's kind of like whatever's happened to us in our lives, whatever is happening, we can just be like, wow. It's kind of to me, in this sense, mantra of gratitude. It's just like, yes, it's all bliss. It's all wonderful, this life that we live. So we're going to take our right hand. So you know, you're facing this way. You're going to take your right hand. And by the way, I noticed in the chat, thank you for asking, when we were doing with our hands on the heart, that's correct. So if you had it backwards by chance, like that's okay too. It's not going to change things too much, so you'll be okay. But yes, I think, looks like Jim asked, so cool, good question. I'm sorry I didn't see it right away. This time we're going to take our right hand and our right thumb, we're going to close our right nostril. Our left hand is in Gyan Mudra. We'll take our index finger and thumb tip and touch and take the wrist onto the knee. And we're going to sit tall, and this is so beautiful, it's so wonderful. We're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. By the way, eyes are open, and you want to keep your eyes open so you don't get, it's going to be important for this meditation, but you want to try to keep them focused at the tip of the nose, okay? And we're going to take a deep breath in through this left nostril. And then you're going to hold the breath and pump your navel to the what you're going to say Waheguru in your head 16 times as you hold your breath. And what that looks like in terms of pumping, you're going to pump once for Wa, once for He, once for Gu, once for Ru, Waheguru. So you'll pump, and then you're holding your breath. It's a lot, it's kind of confusing, but you'll get it. You're going to pump and say Waheguru 16 times to yourself. And what I have found helpful when you're doing this meditation, did we freeze? Are we okay? Are you guys frozen? Can you hear me? Uh-oh. Okay. Are we frozen? Okay, good. Okay, good. I'm just making sure, I got worried. Okay. You're going to do it on your hand. What I do is I count on my fingers. So I'll go Waheguru, and I'll say it to myself, Waheguru, 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 Waheguru. So I use my fingers to count. And it is 16. Don't be surprised as you're doing this that sometimes holding the breath can bring up the fear of dying. You know, definitely that comes up in meditation. And just tell yourself, breath is coming, breath will come. And then it kind of can bring up the fear of suffocation. And that's all normal. It's uncomfortable, but it's normal, okay? And then after the 16 Wahegurus, we're gonna take our pinky and bring it around and exhale through the right nostril, okay? I'm gonna demonstrate first. I'm not gonna say Waheguru out loud, but you'll see my stomach move, and then we'll try it for a couple minutes ourselves. So watch first. So hopefully the lighting is okay. I'm going to take a deep breath, and my eyes are focused at the tip of the nose. Okay, do you have any questions? Okay, we're going to start. We'll do this for 3 minutes. That's going to be enough for us to get an experience of it. And in our final minute, we'll shake our hands, and then we'll end our class, okay? So take your right hand, right thumb over the right nostril. Eyes are open, focused at the tip of the nose, and we'll take a deep breath in. You're going to pump your navel and hold your breath for 16 Wahegurus. All right, and here we go. And begin. Good, you've got it. Keep steady with pumping your navel, even if it doesn't feel easy, if it feels clumsy. That's okay. And now close off the right nostril with your thumb and take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold the breath. Sitting tall. And now take your pinky over the left nostril. Exhale through the right. And we're going to take our hands, our arms up, and just close your eyes and just shake for a minute. You can inhale and exhale as you wish, but through the nose, and just keep shaking. Shake for a minute. Even if you need to exhale through your mouth, perfectly fine. We want to move the energy, help it release. Let it move. Keep shaking. And relax. Yay, good. Yay, you guys. So we're going to end now with our longtime son, and we'll do it with music to guide us. I want to thank you both so much. At the end of class, feel free if you want to add anything to the chat. That's a nice feature. If you have any questions. All right, we're going to rub our hands together. We know what to do, and then we'll end at the end with a long Sat Nam. May the longtime sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you. Guide your way within you. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. May the long-time sun shine upon you. All around you. And the pure light within you. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way And Satnam, thank you so much, you guys. Good work. All right. Let's great. Yay, good. Very nice. Very creative. Cool. Yay. So I will be here Sunday. Let me know if there's anything, you know, and we'll figure out. Well, I have some ideas, and and thank you both so much. Thank you for adding to the chat, and please stay safe and well. And I hope to see hope to see you both soon. I'm glad our screen didn't freeze up tonight. So yeah, I stay well and your family's well. Lots of blessings. Thank you.